Hey, what's happening, man? It's the Illegal Amigo with the inaugural podcast, video blog type of shit. You know what I mean? Basically doing this with my boy Lex the Menace. We kicking it off for 2011. You know what I mean? Sultans of Slap, Illegal Amigo Productions. We about to do a real motherfucking grande this year, man. So we thought we'd kick it off with try to do a weekly podcast and everything. You know what I'm saying? So if you with this shit, tune in every week. I'll try to have something new for all y'all. So, you know what I mean? We're going to get into this shit right quick. Alright, so you know, it's like too, man, we gotta also focus on like how we came up in the game, you know what I mean? Myself, born and raised east side San Jose, you know what I mean? Rep the bay like a pinchy way, it's a catchphrase, niggas learn about it. You know what I mean? If you ain't on that hype yet, man, you know what I mean? Then you must be gay, nigga.
Get with it, man.
You know what I mean? Get with it or quit it, pimpin'. Well, anyways, so, you know what I mean? Soaked up East Oakland gang when I was really young, 5, 6, 7 years old, Too Short, Digital Underground, Hammer, all that shit, you know what I mean? I was always with that. You know what I mean? Even E40 when I was young. You know what I mean? And basically I lived in the 408 and the 831 for days. Lived in Watsonville, you know what I mean? Soaked all that, you know, Paisa gang and shit, you know what I mean? Got all down with that. You know what I mean? Then moved back to 707 with my cousins and shit. And that was when the gang really soaked up and took off, man. You know, I was a teenager. Living in fucking Fairfield, living, you know, with cats that, you know, how it was up on Vallejo game. And really, you know, just really was gamed up on Vallejo and shit, you know what I mean? Really learned about all that 7-0 chef shit, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Really with it, and ever since then, man, and, you know what I mean, been doing it like that. Learned about, you know, all the shit, and then went to college, went to, back to the 831, went to UC Santa Cruz, did my thing out there, and that whole time I was fucking with Vallejo cats. Every time I had a spare time, I'd take all my recording equipment, all my shit, go up to Vallejo, make tracks with my homies and shit.
Yeah, V-Town.
You know what I mean? For V-Town for life. Young D-Boys, man, always love them, man. They've been my idols for days. My homies that stupid lace my boots. You know what I mean? Tony Francis, Cardassis, Gaddafi, man. All them niggas, man. All the shit. You know what I mean? And that goes out to the suicide where they who ride, motherfuckers doing what they do right in the V-Town, man. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. And ever since then, man, I've been keeping a cold Mac hand like a motherfucker. So, you know what I mean? Really, that's where a lot of my gang comes from, that Mac hand shit, all that Mac God motherfucking, you know, blessed fucking shit, you know what I mean? And ever since then, man, you know, just been keeping the gang tight, you know what I'm saying? So, and my boy Lex here, you know what I mean, he got, man, me and him done collaborating, you know what I mean, we feeding off each other's motherfucking auras like a motherfucker, learning just stupid new levels of the game and shit. And why don't you tell them how you came up in the shit, Kevin?
Yeah, man. Well, basically, man, I grew up in the Mission District, man, over there on 23rd in Florida. Grew up in the Excelsior District, man, most of my life. You know what I mean? I've been up and around a whole bunch of the homies, man, so, you know what I mean? Can't nobody say nothing wrong about me, really. You know what I mean? I started doing martial arts, man, when I was just 9 years old. You know, came up off of that, man, but always soaked in game from the OGs and the young Gs, the Pee-wees. Everybody pretty much laced me up,
and
man.
everything in between, nigga.
You know what I mean? There ain't nothing you can't learn in the game, man. You know what I mean? The game is the same all the way around. It's just how you play it. You know what I'm saying? So basically, I came up doing that, man. I got the opportunity to work with Benjamin Bratt in the movie La Mission. And then since then, man, just doors shot open for me, man. So, you know.
Why don't you tell them how you got hooked up on that? Because when that through your capoeira?
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, I mean, I basically ended up doing capoeira, man, a Brazilian martial art, man, for about 10 years. You know, before anything really fell through for me, man. So for all those homies trying to grind out there, never give up, man. No matter how many years it takes, no matter how many times you keep trying, man, eventually something will fall through for you, man, just like it did me, man. So like I'm saying, a whole bunch of doors, man, they just shot open, and since then I just been running with it, man. I've been to New York, I've been to Utah, I've been to New Mexico, Los Angeles, nigga, Nicaragua, Mexico, man, all around the globe, man. So basically my name is getting out there, you know, as big as it can. So right now,
this motherfucker's really international with it, player. You know what I'm saying? Some real shit, man.
You feel me?
We trying to come with it, you know what I mean? We gonna do this shit, man. It's just motherfucking a matter of coming together like butt cheeks and motherfucking laying down the shit, you know what I mean? Keeping our ears to the streets like motherfucking an Indian guide and shit, nigga, listening for the motherfucking oncoming herd.
Yeah,
now what, nigga? You know what I'm saying? All like that.
You know what I mean? So like my boy right here said, man, we coming together, man. We collaborating, we work on a lot of good artists, man. Julio Gotos, man, he's the one who laced my boots with this rap game. Put me back on, man, so I am doing my thing with this Latin, man, but I also coming through with Illegal Amigo Productions, man, which is my partner right here, man, the Cisco Kid. We collaborating, we riding with it, man. Can't nobody fade us on some real shit. I'm not trying to bullshit nobody. I'm not trying to tell you I'm better than you, man. But what we got to offer, nigga, you better people on game, man. Because when we're coming through, we coming with it. And it's straight bay fitted. So you know what I'm saying? You can't hate on us, man. We just some dudes trying to do our thing. We do got Hennessy the 5th. We do got J-Rodz. We out here making moves as big as we can. So this year, man, y'all better peep out for us.
Slap in the building. West, Yeska, man. Everybody, man. Everybody that's just ever connected gang. Motherfucking Secco, my homie Secco's on the shit. We all getting down, man. It's about to be motherfucking the 2011, the year of the motherfucking slap, my nigga.
Yeah, hell yeah,
you know
man.
What I'm saying?
Yeah, man. And then special shout out to my boys, man, who also put me up on game. My boy Rafael Skeeter Sanchez, bro. My boy Geraldo I Rock Moya. You know what I mean? For lacing me up with some sick ass beats, man. Some instrumentals, man, that have made this album that I'm working on. You know, a hit, man. I'm also collaborating right here with my boy Legal Amigo. We're gonna be doing our thing too. So, you know what I mean? Special shout out to them for believing in me. Also, special shout out to the boy Kev Knox from 7 Out Records. You know what I mean? For also believing in me and giving me a beat. You feel me? So, something I could work with. So, right now, man, we just doing damage, man. We getting how we living and getting in where we fit in, man. You know what I mean?
That's what it do.